In Modern Warfare 2, there are so many characters in this game that people really hate for no reason. Cosmic Brains is a fantastic character, but has a horrible reputation. There's a lot of plants in the meantime that have a really bad reputation compared to the zombies. Rockpa, Electric Citron, Chomp Thing. There's just so many. All these characters are good, and in today's video, I'm going to explain why these characters are good, some tips and tricks you didn't know about them, and why you should give them a second chance, and don't listen to any of the YouTubers that say otherwise. Thanks to my Discord server, I actually have a small lobby going, and we're able to all film the video together. So if you would like to be in a video, make sure to join my Discord server, linked down below. It's brand new, and I have a whole bunch of really cool new channels in it. So if you want to help me film a video and just hang out and have a good time, join the server, and you could be in my videos and give me ideas. We're going to be talking about Rockpa first. Rockpa has a bad accuracy issue, where he can't really shoot in a straight line when he's moving vertically. He can also have him when he's moving horizontally and moving in general. But the character has a big splash radius and a good fire rate, along with having a solid reload. This means he could also have the health upgrade equipped, giving him 160 health, which is a lot of health for a pea shooter. This allows him to survive a lot of attacks that normal characters would not be able to survive. So as you could see, I was able to survive the implant with Rockpa because I have 160 health, and the implant does 150 damage. This is really cool. It also allows you to survive a lot of other abilities that are really powerful, like the Long Bomb, Super Guided Ultra Ball, and anything that does 150 damage. When you're using the P-Gatling with Rockpa, you get even more benefit out of his extra health, because P-Gatling gives you armor and can allow you to survive more attacks, especially from range. Rockpa also has the ability to use Beam Jump, meaning his slow speed doesn't affect him as much as people say he does. He can easily fly across the map like any other pea shooter, and I think that makes him a really good character. Rockpa is definitely probably the most overhated character in the game, and a lot of people like putting him in F tier because of his design looking weird, or people just saying he sucks, which is just not true. Get good with the character, learn to use his abilities, and his stats are fantastic. Let's move on to the next character, Electro Citron. The next character we're going to be talking about in today's video is the Electro Citron. This character used to be absolutely busted a few years ago when the game came out, mainly because of his charge shots at range. A lot of people really do not know how to use this character and use his uncharged shots from range, as they only do around 3 damage from range. Really, really bad. His charge shots also aren't that bad from range. They don't take that long to charge up, and they could do a lot of damage. He could do up to 40 damage from range with a full charge shot, the critical hit. That's probably the best Citron from range. However, up close, the E-Citron does a ton of damage, so if you could hit your shots, he could pretty much instant kill anything in the game. E-Citron's ability kit also works really well with the character. A stun pairing with a charge attack is really helpful and makes it a lot easier to hit your shots. When playing this character, I feel like the second charge is really easy to use, and it's a lot better than using only the final charge because it comes out a lot quicker, and it's very similar to the Iron Citron. For example, right now you could see me using just the charge shots, and I'm shooting, second charges, second charge, second charge, second charge, and it's basically like using the Iron Citron. I do think the Iron Citron is better because he has more health, but this character is not bad at all. Another thing is if people are hiding behind corners, the character does have a bit of splash, and that could be a little useful, but I don't really think splash is the greatest thing in the world, as you guys know, as I've talked about in my other videos. But this character is nowhere near bad, and he is definitely really powerful in 1v1 scenarios. So give the E-Citron a second chance, and stop listening to people that do not know what they're talking about with this character. Cosmic Brains is similar to E-Citron on the plants. He's a charge character, and a lot of people give him a bad rep because they do not know how to use him, and only use his uncharged punches, which are so bad. Don't use the uncharged punches, they do no damage. Use the first charges, 49, 49, 49, 49, and you'll cook someone and they will die. This character is really good. If you get a full charge, the character does a whopping 77 damage, and if you hit the full charge on the final hit, they will explode and be unable to be revived. That's not really useful, but it's still pretty good. and this character has some of the fastest kill times out of the entire superhero class. In online matches, you could also charge your punches mid-air. So what you could do is start charging, keep holding it down, and then jump. And you could save it, and you could jump across the map while using your charge punches. So the character is fantastic, but the only problem I could see with him is group control can be a little rough with him as you're mainly going after one person at a time. But he still has really fast kill times. Really? Classic Brains' beam is also really good. It does the highest amount of damage out of any of the beams, but it also is not the strongest out of all the beams. It has a slower projectile speed than Reg Brains' beam and Party Brains, but it still is fantastic, and with toggle aim, it makes him a lot more versatile. It's pretty similar to a character like the Foot Soldier's weapon, full auto, and it does a ton of damage, and the character is just really good. This character can struggle against Chompers just like all the other Super Brainses, but this is nowhere a bad zombie at all. The character can cook, except for when you get eaten by a Chomper, like I just did. Let's move on to the next character. The next character we're going to be talking about is the Motocross Star. This character has a horrible reputation, just like Cosmic Brains, and I really do not see why. The All-Star class is famous for spamming abilities. The Motocross Star has a fast walk speed compared to all the other All-Stars, giving him a unique gimmick. Paired with the speed upgrade, he is absolutely one of the fastest zombies in the entire game. He can fly across the stage, which is really nice. His primary also is pretty good. From range, it's not as bad as people say it is, and it also has splash damage, making it good for hitting people that are hiding behind corners. You can also deal with multiple opponents at the same time, which is a really good feature about this character. So you can make someone low, make their abilities disabled, and then finish them off with your abilities. A character being really fast and easy to rush in with your abilities is really, really nice. Just like the Tennis Star, this character's speed is just really beneficial, and I don't really see how this character is bad. His DPS is not bad at all, considering that his weapon has splash, and it could also disable your abilities faster than the Goalie Star's ice gimmick, which is pretty nice. Although I do have to say, him disabling your abilities with the dirt effect isn't as useful as it seems, and I think you could easily just finish someone off with this character's primary without even having to use the dirt effect. Motocross Star is definitely one of the most hated zombies in the game, and over the years, I've seen so many thumbnails of people saying he's the worst zombie in the game, and he's just not. If you have an ability kit like the All-Star and good mobility, you're a good character. The next character I'm going to be talking about is Captain Squawk. This character is pretty notorious for not being very good, and I can agree with it to a somewhat length. I think the character's accuracy is pretty bad. After you shoot, as you could see, he has horrible bloom, among the worst in the entire game. I think a sniper having 1 ammo is just not very good. I think they should have at least 2 ammo, because if you miss 1 shot, you're not forced to reload. Doing 46 damage for a headshot and 39 for a body is pretty good, and the toxic damage can be useful against groups, but the character does have really bad accuracy issues, which I think holds him back a bit, but he's not that bad from range. The character's shotgun is also absolutely insane if you have a good trigger finger. This thing has some of the highest DPS in the game, and you could use it combined with the zoom in with his secondary, and it'll do a whopping like 100 something damage in less than a second. It's very similar to Rhodey Z or Spray Chompers, and it just does a lot of damage. The toxic effect, again, also can be useful up close, but I mean, it's the toxic effect. There's not much to write home about. I think this character would be much better if he had a damage upgrade and bad accuracy issues, but the character is nowhere near unplayable as some people say he is. Again, if you're able to control the bloom, he also is just pretty good, but, you know, bloom on a sniper is just kind of bad. If you want to be a good sniper, you need good accuracy, but this is nowhere near an unplayable character. Big thank you to my Discord friends for helping me with this video. It would have not been possible without them. So a big shout out to all of them. I'll leave a link to their YouTube channels in the description. If you want to help me with the next video or participate in the next event, be sure to join my Discord server, which will be linked in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe. I'm gonna walk into this potato mine now. And you guys take care. Bye.